Hi, and welcome to another episode of Hot Takes with me, the Silver Fox. You must be very careful about what you wish for, because if you're unlucky, it may just come true. All the artists that in the musicians and whatever in the music industry have complained about gender-specific terms and having awards for the best male performer, the best female performer, because it might be that someone who is biologically male but wants to be recognised as a woman. It could be very confusing. And so the Brits have taken this on board, and the Brit Awards basically de-gendered their awards. And so all their awards are de-gendered, and so instead of having a best male performer, best female performer, simply best performer. And everyone in the industry was saying how great and how marvellous this was, and how progressive the Brit Awards are in doing this, and it is great. But they're not happy today, and I've got to say, it breaks my heart. Do you know why? Well, we're about to find out. And let me tell you, you couldn't have wished it on a better bunch of people. Here goes. And, quote, "It's an absolute disgrace. Viewers fume as George Ezra defends the Brits Awards after female stars are snubbed for Top Gong, which he's nominated for." And this is following the gender-neutral overhaul. So George Ezra had to face the music on Friday after he was called out for making it into the Brit Artist of the Year Award nominees, while female stars were snubbed. Yeah, basically, there's five stars have been put forward to the last five to see who the best performer is, and it just so happens that all of them happen to be male. But that shouldn't be an issue, because after all, you're all in this together and gender is no longer important. And it must be that it just happens that these five men were the best five performers. It's not their fault they don't happen to be female. Anyway, the singer, 29, appeared on Lorraine, where he defended the Brits panel for doing a great job of recognising talent, which is their job. Despite the fact it was made up purely of males following a gender-neutral overhaul. Please define male. And that's the thing, isn't it? How do you define woman? How do you define man? It happens to be five men. That's fine. They have decided that this year the top five singers are this person, this person, this person, this person, this person. And it happens to be male. Might be next year there'll be five women. Will these same people be complaining then? Now, of course they will. Of course they'll be complaining, because they're all lefty wankers. Anyway, viewers took to Twitter in fury. I don't think they did. To question organisers' decision not to put forward a single female act for the award. So wait a minute. Are you saying that, these five men, one of them needs to lose his place, even if he's better than the women, simply to have at least one woman on there? So you've got to say that this woman, who's not good enough to get onto the last five list, will be gifted a place simply because of her gender. Well, why not just have an award for women? Because that's effectively, by putting her on the last five at the expense of someone who may be better than her, just to give the optics a glance, just say, we make it look at her. So what you're actually saying is that this woman deserves an award for being a woman and not because she's better than this person. Isn't that a little bit, A, hypocritical, and B, disingenuous? It seems weird. But these are the people that called for non-gendered awards. They wanted the best people to win, not simply the best of their sex. And it just because there's no women there is beside the point. This is what you wanted, you stupid, stupid people. Anyway, one wrote, "Are the Brits truly saying they don't think there are any female artists in the country better than George Ezra?" While another added, "You cannot tell me that George Ezra is better than Ray or Dua or any other female artist. I'm not telling you that. The award panel for the Brits Awards is telling you that. They have said, these are the top five singers in the moment. You pick one to win. And that's it. And if there was a woman that was good enough to get on that list, she undoubtedly would have been on that list. She hasn't, and that's fine. But you cannot take away one of these men's places simply to put a woman in because you don't like the fact that there's no women there. That is the worst conceit of all. But well done, the Brits. Well done. I applaud the Brits for giving these mad, moronic people, exactly what they wished for. And now they have to live with the consequences. But they won't. They'll whinge and cry and stamp their little feet and complain that life isn't fair. But life isn't fair, is it? Never mind. Better luck next time, girls. By the way, Brit must obviously stand for Boys Receive Industry Trophies. Who knows? But, you know, if it's not my saying, it's what the awards have done. But they've done it at the behest of the music industry itself. And so if these woke-tards want to blame anyone, they need to look in a mirror and go, yes, I destroyed the chance of a woman from winning any kind of recognition or award for her hard work. Well done. Well done, you bunch of useless, sad tossers. Anyway, I'm going to round off. It's only a quick video. I'm going to come up and finish the video here. Now, I must be honest and say, I do totally enjoy watching these houses of cards burn and fall to the ground. This sanctimonious, self-importance, pompous, virtue signalling miasma of shit that destroys everything it touches because it thinks it's so good. Oh, look at us, look at us. We can do this, so you must listen to us. We say this because we're important. We're more important than you, so you must live your life in the way that we say. And then they get what they're given, and they're still unhappy, aren't they? Because they fail to take into consideration the law of unintended consequences. What they actually intended for this non-gender award would be that a woman won it. That was the whole point of having a non-gendered award, was so that a woman could win it. And better still, a woman who was biologically male. What they wanted, what they thought they'd get is Sam Smith winning it, so they could have a trans winning it, and then they could all feel very good about themselves. They could all go home having their little drinkies and their little eaties and taking their little grab bag of fun. And they could all go home and congratulate themselves, have a little circle jerk of pleasure and say, aren't we the most marvellous people? Look at what we do. We're sending out the right message. Well, to be fair, you've sent out a message. It's not necessarily the message you were hoping for. What you have sent out is a message to everyone, really, who now realises that you're all a bunch of morons who lack foresight, and you're just awful people. And to think that your virtue signalling has denied women in the industry any chance to shine. Well done. So, yeah, I hope when you go home and spit into your cornflakes, you know, and your bile that will come out because, oh, the world's against you. But you did it. You did it to yourselves. So, well done. Anyway, I'm going to round off there. If you like what you're seeing here on the channel, please hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Ring the bell for notification of future output. Leave a like, leave a comment. Please, please, please share that video and do hit that share button. We're building up. It's coming on nicely. But the YouTube algorithm at the moment is being a bit funny and it's dropping views. And they have been corrected to some degree, but it's still dropping them and then coming back, dropping and coming back. But if you hit the like button, it definitely forces no drop. So do hit the like button, but do hit the subscribe button as well. So until next time, stay safe, stay well, avoid virtue signalling tossers in the music industry, and goodbye.